Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter that is microorganism. You must have heard in your life this word microorganism so many times. Okay, even the parents say that in your hand there are so many microorganisms which really affect our health if we eat them. Okay, if we don't wash our hands, then those microorganisms goes to your body and it will affect our health like food poisoning and anything can happen. So we are going to discuss about these microorganism only today. So first thing, what is microorganism? Living organism around us which cannot be seen by naked eyes. Okay, micro means they are very small, so we cannot see from our naked eyes. Okay, though we can see with the microscope, okay, but we cannot see with our naked eyes. This with like that only, in simply say, we cannot see them, we need some instrument to see them. So those microorganisms or those living organisms which we cannot see at all with our naked eyes are called microorganism or microbes. Okay, microorganisms are also known as microbes. We need a microscope to see the microbes. They are so small that we need microscope to see them. Now there are different type of microorganism in our daily life. Okay, in our surrounding there are majorly 5 groups of microorganism which we are going to discuss today. The first is bacteria, second is algae, third is protozoa, then fungi and viruses. Okay, out of these, viruses play a very important role. As you know that COVID-19 is also a virus and it is a pandemic, and how much disaster or you can say hazard it is producing, okay, economically as well as health wise. So that is also a virus. So virus play a very important role. So first let's discuss about bacteria. Bacteria are mostly single celled. Single cell means they are unicellular. Unicellular, that means only one cell. Okay, they are made up of only one cell. Only one cell is there. Live together in colonies of millions. Okay, there are, if you see, it will be not found single. Okay, they always live in the colony. Okay, and the million of bacteria will be there. Found in basically 3 different shapes. There are 3 different shapes. If you can see in the picture, you can see first is rod shape like bacilli. Okay, bacilli is the example. It is a bacteria which is in rod shape as shown in the figure. Second is spiral shaped cocky. Okay, cocky is in spiral shape, round shape, spiral ball type. Okay, it is of you can see. Okay, these are the colors. See, it's not necessary that these bacteria are having these colors. To represent it properly, these colors are given. Spiral, third is spiral, which is also known as, the example is spirelia. Okay, as the name is indicating spirelia, that means they are spiral in shape. They are spiral in shape as you can see in the picture. Now the second thing comes is, second type of microorganism is algae. Algae, you must have seen a layer of green layer over the water. Okay, or pond or lake. Okay, green layer, a very thin green layer. So that is called basically algae. Even you must have seen on the walls also. Walls also you can see the green plant not you can say plant like texture. You can say, okay, that is also called the algae. So simple plant like structure organism. It is a plant like structure organism. It is green mainly and other colors also. Aquatic in nature, that means it is going to produce in that area which where the water is there. Okay, that's why in rainy days algae is found majorly. Okay, as compared to dry summers or winters. Okay, because it needs water, so it is penetrate or it grow much faster rate in water only. It can be unicellular or multicellular. Okay, it can have multiple cells inside it. It can have only single cell. Example, Calamidomonas, okay, is an example. Seaweed is an example. Even diatoms is the example. You can see the pictures in the Google. You just search the name in the Google and you can see the pictures. Now the third category is the protozoa. Okay, protozoa like they are unicellular organism. Unicellular means single cell. They are having only one cell, remember. Mostly aquatic in nature. they also found in water only maximum time. Example like amoeba and paramecium. If you can see, you must have learned in 7th class also amoeba. So let me explain you amoeba. It is a amoeba structure, and in cell chapter also you have heard about amoeba. We have already discussed about amoeba. So here also we are going to discuss about amoeba. Amoeba is irregular shape, as you know, because to catch the prey and to just throw its waste and to propagate from one place to another, it needs to be irregular in shape. You can see in the picture, cell membrane is there, cytoplasm is there, nucleolus is there, food vacuole is there. Food vacuole work is to storage. All the waste product are stored in the food vacuole is there, okay. And cytoplasm, other side also cytoplasm is spread all over the amoeba. So this is the basic structure of amoeba. Now the fourth category is the fungi, or we can say fungi, whatever you pronounce. Okay, fungi is a plant like organism. It is not actually a plant because it is having lack of chlorophyll, and it is not in green color, because green color is because of the chlorophyll, and when it is lack of chlorophyll, that means it is not having a green color, and it cannot do the photosynthesis process. So plant like organism, it is a plant like organism that do not contain chlorophyll. You must have seen the mushroom is also a fungi. Okay, fungi होता है आपका mushroom भी, आप लोग खाते हो. There are two type of mushrooms. Okay, एक आपके domestically use होते हैं, मतलब खाने के लिए, food के लिए use होते हैं. एक होते हैं poisonous. Okay, जो आपके मोस्टली फॉरेस्ट वगैरह में होते हैं, तो उनको बोला जाता है कि ऐसी कभी भी मशरूम अगर आपको मिलते हैं तो डोंट ईट, बिकॉज दे आर पॉइजनस. इवन इन सो मैनी मूवीज इट इज़ शोन कि किसी ने वो खाया, क्या कहते हैं, मशरूम खाया, एंड दे डाइड और दे गॉट पॉइजन इन साइड देयर बॉडी, दे फेंटेड, और दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग हैपन. सो एवरी टाइम वेन एवर यू ईट मशरूम, you should know that is it wild or it is proper, that you can eat it. Now next can be unicellular or multicellular. Fungi can be unicellular, that means it can have only one cell, or multicellular, that means it can have multiple of cell. Example like yeast and rhizopus. Yeast and rhizopus are two example of this fungi. Okay, so now this is the case. Now you can see in the first picture there is a bread mold. Okay, this is the bread mold, or you can say the bread mold. If you see that whenever the bread decompose, okay, smell सी आती है, taste अजीब सा हो जाता है, ठीक है, texture अलग सा हो जाता है, brown layer आ जाती है, तो that is called bread mold. In the first picture bread mold is given, is shown. Okay, so this is also a fungi. Okay, it is also a fungi. Next is viruses. Viruses play a very important role, and as we are in 2020, we know that how much disaster virus has created, this COVID-19 virus has created. Okay, why viruses are so dangerous? The first thing you should know about viruses, that they are very smaller. Okay, they are very smaller out of all the organisms, microorganisms, they are very smaller. Second thing, outside the body, like if the virus is outside body, okay, it is non-living. It is not going to act as a living, it is non-living. But as soon as it entered any animal body, any living creature, okay, like us, like any animal, so it started living. Okay, it started living. Matlab first outside the body it is non-living, but as soon as it entered the body, it is living being. Okay, it act as a living being, and it just multiply itself. It just spread from one place to another and multiply itself very fastly. And that is the problem where our body cannot kill it, our immunity, our antibodies cannot kill it. Okay, so for that, when that is the reason viruses are more dangerous than bacteria or protozoa or fungi or any other microorganism. It can reproduce only inside living bodies, means they need a host. We are the host. If it enter in our body, we are the host for that virus. It is a borderline. Okay, it is the borderline between living and non-living, because outside the body it is non-living and inside the body it is living. So it is a borderline. Okay, it remember this thing, that it is a borderline. Now example of the viruses are HIV. Okay, human immunodeficiency virus. Hepatitis B is also an example of virus. इबोला वायरस इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, अभी कुछ टाइम पहले स्टार्ट हुआ था. देन एडिनो वायरस, इट्स ऑल्सो अ वायरस विच इज़ वेरी डेंजरस. इन्फ्लुएंजा एंड बैक्टीरियोफेज, एंड यू कैन add COVID-19 also. Okay, COVID-19 also, because it is also a virus, and all the countries are facing problem with that. So this is the virus, and we cannot cure virus. Remember one thing, it's very difficult to produce any medicine regarding virus. So that is the reason COVID-19 is spreading in all over the country, and all the countries are giving their efforts to make the vaccine, but they are right now they are unable to make it. Hope so soon they are going to make some medicine which increase our immune system, and we will be not affected by this virus. Now the next thing is friendly microorganism. See, microorganism, whenever we think about microorganism, we always think negative. Okay, those are harmful, those affect our health, they are bad for us. But actually, microorganism play a very important role in our daily life. And if they are not there, then our life is not possible. Think about it. The first thing is uses. Okay, where they are used. First, it is used in the making of curd, bread and cake. Think about it, you will be not able to eat those delicious things, okay, if microorganisms are not there. Used in cleaning the environment. Okay, what happened whenever we just put some or throw some organic waste in soil, after some time you will notice that it turn into manure. Who turn it into manure? It is the anaerobic bacteria. Okay, anaerobic, that means anaerobic means those bacteria which work in the absence of oxygen. Okay, so anaerobic bacteria work on that, and it convert it into dead and decay matter into, they decomposed it and they make a manure out of them, and that manure is used for the plants to grow more faster. So this is the very big use. Think about it, if those bacteria will be not there, then there will be heap of waste product all over the road, in our home. Okay, because we cannot degrade it, we cannot decompose it, so it is the bacteria who are decomposing it. Now used in increasing and soil fertility by nitrogen fixation and fixing nitrogen, or we can say this is nitrogen fixation. I will explain you this later. We are having a full-fledged topic of nitrogen fixation, that what is nitrogen fixation. Okay, let me give you a brief. Actually, plants need nitrogen in very much extent for the growth. Okay, so to do the nitrogen fixation, because they cannot take directly the nitrogen from the air, so there is one process through which the nitrogen is converted into nitrate or nitrite that plant can take easily. That we will discuss later on. Then the first is making of curd and cheese and bread. There is a bacteria called lactobacillus. Okay, actually when how to make curd. Okay, curd, actually what happened, milk contain lactobacillus bacteria. When that lactobacillus bacteria get a proper temperature, okay, like अगर आप ठंडियों में जमाओगे तो नहीं होगा, it needs, those bacteria needs warm temperature. So if they will get a proper temperature, then what going to happen, they started producing, okay, reproducing. वो अपने आप को डबल करने लग जाता है. Every 30 minutes they double themselves. अगर if 30 are there, तो next half an hour they will be 60, and so उनका डबल होने लग जाते हैं, and that lead to the formation of curd. So it happened because of the bacteria which is called lactobacillus. Okay, what actually happened, the lactobacillus bacteria क्या करता है, जो नेचुरल शुगर होती है आपकी मिल्क में ऑलरेडी एक शुगर सुक्रोज प्रेजेंट होता है, सुक्रोज फ्रक्टोज, इट कन्वर्ट दो सुक्रोज फ्रक्टोज इनटू लैक्टिक एसिड. ओके, लैक्टिक एसिड, तभी आपको जब आप दही खाते हो वो खट्टी क्यों होती है, क्योंकि वो एसिडिक हो जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ द कन्वर्जन ऑफ शुगर इनटू लैक्टिक एसिड, एंड दैट इज हैपनिंग, हु इज डूइंग दैट थिंग, दैट इज हैपनिंग बाय द बैक्टीरिया विच इज कॉल्ड लैक्टोबैसिलस बैक्टीरियाज. So bacteria convert the natural sugar, I already told you, natural sugar of milk, Okay, remember, natural sugar to lactic acid with the help of lactobacillus bacteria. So the same happened with the cheese and bread. Okay, for the bread we use the yeast. For the bread we use the yeast. In the bakery shop, even if you go, you can get the yeast easily. It is like a soil only. छोटे छोटे soil के pieces, ऐसा लगता है कि छोटे छोटे pieces में आपने तोड़ दिया है soils को, बहुत छोटे छोटे pieces बना दिए हैं, तो it is look like that only. And when you give a proper temperature to the yeast, it also start reproducing, and when it start reproducing, वो yeast we used in the making of bread and cake. The reason behind that, because when the right temperature is given to yeast, it produces a carbon dioxide gas, and that carbon dioxide gas is released during the making of bread, and when it is released, it produces a space gap between the material matter, whatever batter whatever you have made, and because of those air bubbles of carbon dioxide, what happen, it the cake or your bread becomes spongy. The same goes with the baking soda and baking powder. When we add that, it also produces a carbon dioxide. If you don't have yeast, we use the supplement, that is carbon dioxide, and that is baking soda and baking powder. So now, what are the commercial use of microorganism? Where we can use the what is the commercial use? Commercial means in industries. Okay, whenever there is a domestic means घरों में, and commercial means industry. So used for large scale of production of alcohol के production के लिए, wine के production के लिए, vinegar is also known as acetic acid. Please remember, the other name of vinegar is acetic acid. तो इनके production के लिए we need microorganism. Yeast is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine, and the most important microorganism is so in commercial use, what happened that yeast is used for the commercial use of the production of alcohol and wine. And you know what? This process, when yeast convert the sugar present in alcohol or wine into your alcohol, okay, whatever the thing, like if I am making alcohol with rice, तो rice के अंदर जो sugar होगी उसे convert करेगा alcohol में. So that process is known as fermentation, and fermentation, definition of the fermentation is given here. If you can see, the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol. Okay, the sugar, and that sugar is present in any of the thing from which you want to make the rice. ग्रेप की अल्कोहल होती है, आपकी वीट की होती है, राइस की होती है. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स जिसकी अल्कोहल बनती है. तो व्हेन द प्रोसेस जिसकी वजह से ईस्ट या फिर कोई भी बैक्टीरिया, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कन्वर्ट शुगर इनटू अल्कोहल बाय ईस्ट, स्पेशली बाय ईस्ट हियर, दैट इज कॉल्ड फर्मेंटेशन. इवन यू मस्ट हैव सीन डोसा बैटर. ओके, इफ यू मस्ट हैव सीन योर मदर मेकिंग डोसा और इडली with the rice mixture, so you must have seen mother will leave the batter for one day, okay, in the hot environment or with a warm environment. The reason behind that, so that the yeast will produce, and when yeast will produce, they convert the sugar present in that batter into alcohol. Not alcohol, you can say fermentation process happen, and little bit of alcohol is produced in that batter, alcoholic that it convert, and it just make it double. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की वजह से वो क्या कर देगा, उस बेटर को डबल कर देगा. आस्क योर मदर अबाउट दिस, शी मस्ट बी नोइंग इट प्रॉपरली एंड शी कैन एक्सप्लेन यू. सो दिस हैपन बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ईस्ट. ओके, वो जो ईस्ट उसमें आ जाएगा, ईस्ट क्या करेगा, अपने आप को रिप्रोड्यूस करेगा एवरी हाफ एन आवर, एंड आफ्टर रिप्रोड्यूसिंग इट प्रोड्यूस द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस विच मेक इट डबल, विच मेक द बैटर डबल. और उससे क्या होगा, व्हेन यू बेक इट, सो वो क्या होगा, जब वैसे ही आप इडली स्टैंड में डालोगे और बेक करोगे, स्टीम दोगे, तो वो क्या करेगा, वो फूल जाएगा, वो स्पॉन्जी बनेगा बहुत, बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सो दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फर्मेंटेशन, एंड दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज फर्मेंटेशन, जो कि इडली बैटर में हो रहा है. नाउ मेडिसिनल यूज ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म. एंटीबायोटिक, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज इज द एंटीबायोटिक. एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपन व्हेन सम माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म गो इनसाइड आवर बॉडी and we feel like we are having some infection and other things due to some bacteria or other parasites. So biotics play a very important role, because antibiotics are made from plants or some natural things only. So they are the microorganism which can kill those microorganisms which are producing infection inside us, like tetracycline, okay, is an example of antibiotic. Streptomycin, it's you must be familiar with streptomycin, it is very famous. Then penicillin is the first antibiotic which is made, okay. पेनिसिलिन पेनिसिलियम से बनती है और ये प्लांट में पाया जाता है. बैक्टीरिया मतलब इट इज़ काइंड ऑफ फाउंड इन प्लांट. So this is thing. Now increasing soil fertility. How microorganisms also increase the soil fertility. Bacteria and blue green algae also able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere, okay, whatever the nitrogen is there. I told you that plant needs nitrogen in very tremendous amount to for the growth. So it is the bacteria and blue green algae who fix the nitrogen present in the air, okay, into nitrate or nitrite, which the plant can take in that form and they just grow. Enrich the soil fertility with nitrogen and increase its fertility. I told you this thing. These microbes are called as biological nitrogen fixers, okay. जो बैक्टीरिया जो माइक्रोब्स इस काम में यूज होते हैं, those are called nitrogen fixer. Now remember this concept we are going to understand later on in this video only, don't worry, because we are having a full-fledged nitrogen fixation cycle. Now cleaning the environment, I have already discussed, it is very important to clean the environment. Organic waste are decomposed by anaerobic bacteria which are very important. Otherwise what happened, the heap of organic matter will be there everywhere, the waste will be there and we are not even able to breathe properly. Then harmful microorganism, there are harmful microorganism only. See, we have already right now we are talking about the good things, good, where the uses of the microorganism, but now there are microorganisms which are actually harmful for us. Some microorganisms are not good for us, are called harmful microorganisms. So simply we say, okay, these are harmful microorganism, and those microorganisms are actually the disease causing microorganism, okay, which cause disease in human, plants or any of the animal. And when those microorganisms which cause disease, infection or any kind of harm to our body, to plant, to animal, those are called germs or pathogens. Remember, those are called germs or pathogens. So after knowing all these things, we get to know two things, that we are having two type of microorganism, one which are good for us, okay, and second is the pathogen one, which are actually cause harm to us, okay.